Welcome back, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today. We are going to do our first ever Pokemon tier list, which is actually one of the oldest kinds of Pokemon content that I myself started consuming when I got back into it around like 2017-ish. Like is when I kind of started showing interest in Pokemon again, so thank you all for joining me. The way that we're going to do this tier list is a little bit different, because you can have a bunch of different parameters. You can do like competitive, you can do shinies, you can do this, you can do that. I'm going to kind of make it all together. We're going to do the design. We're going to go off of the name. We will go off of the shiny. We'll go off of my personal experiences with it, which will include things like competitive and raids and things like that. And just the overall vibe that the Pokemon gives, I'll factor in maybe some TCG artwork, things like that. But overall, it's going to be pretty low-key, chill, just kind of rank them, not in any particular, I'm not going to start in any particular order. Today we do have the categories. This is what I'll try to do going forward, because I kind of like this. One person put this together, but they had like a lot more, so I kind of trimmed it down and chose the ones that I like. So I like doing, I'll go with perfect, amazing, really good, could be better, awful, and no strong opinion. And I feel like this pretty much exemplifies what I feel like, or how I feel about most Pokemon. Mario said, I feel bad for the Palmy line because they're dead and like everything but cuteness. Well, you know what? I have a very strong opinion about the Palmy line, so you know what? Let's start there. Palmy, I'm going to go with good. I like Palmy. It's small, it's cute. I used it in my initial playthrough. I like it a lot. But here's where I get a little bit maybe controversial, very spicy. I'm going to give Palmo the awful. Palmo goes awful for me because I just think it doesn't need to exist. It barely changes. It gets slightly less like brown. Palmo is, in my opinion, the first awful Pokemon to like take this tier for me personally. But on the complete opposite spectrum, Pawmot, I'm going to go with really good. I like Pawmot a lot. I think it's very cool. I like the fighting electric type. I think Revival Blessing is awesome. Now I'm not going to hold it against either of these Pokemon, the evolution method, because it is very annoying, cumbersome, yada yada. But the Pokemon itself, the design, the shiny, folks, let's talk about the shiny. The shiny alone could go into perfect. The shiny alone might bump this up into amazing. I'm not going to lie, because the shiny is one of my favorite shinies of Gen 9. When people ask me what's your favorite shiny, I do think about this one first. The pink, the blue, the hands, and the cheeks are they're perfect. So maybe I will leave it in amazing for now. I might readjust later. All right, I'm going to go kind of randomly about the board. You know what? Let's just kind of get this off. Let's get the elephant out of the room. Pikachu's perfect. We're not going to, like, what more needs to be said? Whenever people ask me what's one of my favorite Pokemon, I have to unironically say Pikachu is definitely one of my favorite Pokemon of all times. As some people know, my first dog I named Pikachu. It was clearly, like, I wanted to be Ash so bad when I was a kid. So Pikachu is perfect. There is no doubt about that. Here, let's go with a weird one. That you guys may not expect from your boy here. Let's go with Vikavolt into the amazing. I like Vikavolt a lot. Vikavolt was actually my first hit. So when I was first getting back into Pokemon, I didn't really go to the video game. I went to the trading card game. And on Pokemon Trading Card Game Online, the very first card that I pulled that was a V Pokemon was Vikavolt V. And eventually, it actually became a really cool tech card in certain decks. So being able to pull Vikavolt V, even just looking at a V Pokemon card is so different and so new and so crazy to me coming back to it. It's like, what are these? Like, even like the GX cards were new and weird and different, but something about the V cards were like the artwork and the attack and the energy cost, it was just so unique compared to what I had left off in the past that I was very, very fond of it, and I love Vikavolt V for being the first representation of that for me. All right, let's go to the front here now. We have some Pokemon here that I don't have a ton of experience with, but I still like conceptually, and I'm going to have to kind of lump these all together and maybe just throw them in real quick. I'm going to go with the Alolan trio here. I'm just going to throw them all in good. I never played a game with them, and I like the concept of their typing. I like Golem's little like energy transistor kind of thing up top, so I like that a lot. I'm very down with them. I think they're very cool, but I don't have like anything. I'm considering labeling these videos like by year, because maybe come back to it a year from now and I might like these a lot more, might like them a lot less. We will see. Usually I end up liking Pokemon more than less. Alolan Raichu is gonna have to go in the perfect slot. Alolan Raichu is perfect. I love it. Psychic Electric type are two of my favorite types, if not my two favorite types in all of Pokemon. So the fact that it has that, it's adorable. It rides its tail as a surfboard. Alolan Raichu is perfect, and I will hear nothing less about it. Hairy Ampharos / Mega Ampharos, maybe a controversial take. I'm gonna go with the could be better. I'm not a big fan of the like Zeus-like look. I guess that's what they're going for with it. I am a much bigger fan, spoiler alert, of regular Ampharos, but Zeus Ampharos, Not my thing, personally. Not my thing. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of a lot of the megas, I find. I'm not gonna lie. I really am not a huge... I like the concept, but I don't really love a lot of the designs. So I'm gonna leave Mega Ampharos down here. Before I jump into regular Ampharos, so I think it would make a little more sense for me to go with Mareep. I'm gonna go with Mareep in the... I have a tough time with this, but I'm gonna go with really good. Really good. It's not quite amazing. It's much better than good, but it's not quite amazing. It's on the top tier of really good. Love Mareep. Love the shiny Electric Sheep. I don't know what else to say. I've always liked it. Gen 2 nostalgia too. Like I have a soft spot for older Pokemon. That's just the older person in me. So you guys are gonna find a lot of those biases around here, because there's a few Pokemon that I have to put in the no strong opinion in because literally I've just never played them. For example, Joltik. I've never played a game with Joltik, or like I guess they were probably in Sword and Shield, but like I didn't use them. So like Joltik and like I don't even know how to pronounce his name, like Gavantula or whatever. Like never. I'll just get them out of the way right now. Same thing with Helioptile and Heliowisk, I believe. I just never got to play them. So these ones are more like come back to me in a year or so, like once I get to maybe play a game that has them in there, or yada yada. But like don't take this as like, you know, bad. It just means like I literally have no experience with them. So I just got to leave them there for now. But I do like their designs. I like all their designs. I love electric Pokemon in general. Now Flaffy, where are we at? Flaffy, see, to me Flaffy's got a little too much of the hairy thing going on. Like I don't like my Pokemon looking kind of hair. Like I like this is a sheep. It makes sense to me. But like to me, when I look at Flaffy, I'm like, yeah. When I look at Flaffy, I'm like, and I hate to say it, Flaffy, but like, where's your pants, bro? Because like it looks like you're wearing a shirt and a hat, but like no pants. And it looks like a weird old cartoon where it's like, you know, Donald Duck would wear a shirt but not pants. And it's like, where's your pants, bro? So I don't like the half hairy where's your pants look. I like in the nude Ampharos personally. I like Ampharos just letting that tail hang out there. I'm gonna go with amazing for Ampharos. Amazing for Ampharos personally. A for A. Ampharos is pretty dope, pretty great. I like that the sheep like really makes a drastic transformation. Just doesn't become like a really big sheep in the end. It turns into the lighthouse, almost giraffe looking thing, even though we get a giraffe this generation. Half a giraffe, we get the full thing this generation. But nevertheless, Ampharos to me is absolutely stunning and amazing. Let's just jump around a little bit. Now here's some that I don't necessarily have like super strong opinions on either way. Are the Toxel Toxtricity line. I think they're good. I have like no real love for them. I have no real disdain for them. I played them in the last game. I think they're fine. I don't, you know, once again, some of these Pokemon like I just don't need to like kind of harp on. Time Pole's another one that's like, you know what, I'm gonna give Time Pole that could be better. Time Pole I feel like could be better. Electric I like a lot because I love Electros. Electros is perfect to me. I'm not saying I want Time Pole to be a smaller version of this, but it's just a little too basic for me. I'm gonna go with it could be better. I would like a little more design to it, but I do like the drastic change. You know what? I barely put it in good. I'll put it in good. That's fine. It can be in good because it does go into one of my favorite lines. I don't know what it is about Electros. The shiny is one thing. I love Electros shiny. Absolutely love it. So that is one reason why this is in the perfect category for me. Bellybolt is fine. Bellybolt is fine. I don't know what it is. I think I actually like Tadbulb more than Bellybolt. I just like seeing them kind of float around like these little electric light bulbs. They're like a bigger version to me of a like a Firefly when you see them in the wild in, you know, Scarlet Violet. So that is just how I personally look at them. Bellybolt is a bit of a weird like frog face, weird face, faux face kind of thing. It's like I like the shiny a lot. The yellow shiny is very nice, but I don't love the overall design, so I gotta leave it in the good category. Blitzel is good. Blitzel's good. Solid good. I'll tier this a little bit. I'll put Blitzel at like the top of good, like very solid good. Nothing wrong with good. This is funny. Now this is like my opinion only, but if my friend Amion were here, Bolton would have to go in the perfect, but I do not view Bolton as perfect. I view Bolton as very good. I'll even give Bolton really good. I like Bolton a lot, but to me it is in the really good. It is not quite amazing and it's definitely not perfect for me. Very good dog though. Very good dog. Chinchou. I like Chinchou a lot. We're gonna give Chinchou also a really good. Love Chinchou, love Lantern. Truthfully, I'm going to put these two just right next to each other. I think they're both beautiful. Once again, Gen 2 soft spot, so I can't really... They don't change enough for me to like one a lot more than the other, but I think they're both really cool. Dedenne. Dedenne is like either top of really good or like close to bottom of amazing for me. I like Dedenne a lot. I like the Pikachu clones a lot. Yeah, Dedenne is a very good Pika clone for me. We have all the Pika clones in here. Well... Most of them. I don't know which one. This is Arcto, Zolt, whichever one. I don't know. Awful. Don't like it. While we're here, where's the other one? There's another one in here. I do not like these. They are weird to me. Very rarely do I have the opinion of do not like this Pokemon, but do not like these Pokemon. Yeah, those two can stay there for eternity. Electabuzz. Oh man, oh man. Electabuzz is hovering between perfect and amazing. Electabuzz, man. Oh boy. We're gonna have to start off with top of amazing, and then we'll see how much room we have left in perfect at the end of this. It might be like a bottom of perfect, top of amazing, but I love Electabuzz. The Gen 1 already like complete evolution Pokemon for me were some of my absolute favorites. Electivire, on the other hand, I'm not so big on Electivire. I may even give Electivire that could be better. Like, I think Electabuzz is just really, really good already. I don't think these needed evolutions. Personally, I don't like when we get to doing like a fire one, like I don't think I'll rank Magmortar very high, but like Magmar, yes for sure. Let's go with the Pokeballs. We got all the Pokeballs here. Voltorb, Electrode, and then the Hisuian variants. I'm gonna have to go with this may be controversial slightly, but I'm gonna go with good on Voltorb, Electrode, regular, but I'm gonna go really good on the Hisuian variants. I like the wood element. I just think that a Pokemon being wood in general, yet being the Pokeball and electric and / grass, grass and electric, if you are, you know, going by the actual type, I like it. Very cool design. The typing fits the Pokemon a little bit more, but these guys are just a little too basic. It's almost like Voltorb. Like, why does Voltorb get an evolution into Electrode? Like, it's another evolution that like kind of didn't need to be. It's just a bigger inverse version of the previous, and the previous, like the only thing that I really like about Electrode is it's a grin. Like it's funny. It's just a hilarious looking grin. So that's the only thing I can really even say is good about it. Elekid, huh? Elekid. I don't mind Elekid, but I don't love it. We're gonna just stick it in good. Emolga, however, is a really good. Maybe even like Emolga is definitely better than Dedenne. Emolga is definitely better than Dedenne to me. I like the flying squirrel aspect of it. It's just a cooler looking Pokemon to me. Hands is amazing. Hands is amazing. From like, you can't deny Hands' amazement. It's such a weird Pokemon, to make a paradox of. Like, I don't think many people would have asked for a Hariyama paradox. It is the perfect den Pokemon. It is an extremely good competitive Pokemon, and it just has so much viability in every way. I don't know. I love Hands. It's really hard to dislike it. Thorns, huh? Thorns. This is another one that's either top of amazing or bottom of perfect, although we're running out of space, so I don't know. We do have a lot of perfects though that I haven't put in here yet. Maybe let's fill up perfect a little bit for you guys, just so you guys know where we're heading. Miraidon, perfect, absolute perfect Pokemon. It is, I don't know what else to say. Iron Dynasty is the best of the two legendaries in my personal opinion, and I am a very big fan of its look. I like electric, I like the electric terrain, I like the electric drift. I love it. So Miraidon for me is definitely top tier. Raikou, also top tier. Raikou's always been my favorite of the three dogs. Absolutely love Raikou. I'm gonna give it to Sandy Shocks definitely gets perfection. Absolutely love Sandy Shocks. My favorite past paradox. That's why I'm having trouble debating. Oh, folks, Zoe is barking right now. Zoe is having a little dream right now, so I apologize. Sandy Shocks absolutely love is more of it's just a personal preference. I know that very few people are going to like Sandy Shocks as much as I do. Jolteon definitely gets the perfection tier. It was my first favorite evolution. It got only dethroned by Espeon in Gen 2, but it is still without a doubt a perfect Pokemon and my second favorite of all evolutions. Charjabug's really good. Charjabug is really good. It's a great name. It's a great concept that leads into Vikavolt. I like Charjabug a lot. This is Kilowattrel. Where's Wattrel? Wattrel is good. Nothing really fancy to say, and I'm gonna have to probably give Kilowattrel the really good, but bottom end to really good. I like it, but bottom end to really good. JT says, what do you think of Jolteon Shiny? I like Jolteon Shiny a fair bit. I call it like a lemon lime kind of Jolteon. Let's go with these now. Shinx. I think Shinx, and like even though like they don't change a ton going the way through, I think I have to give Shinx and Luxio both the really good. They are pretty great Pokemon. Like, and then I'm gonna have to give Luxray the amazing. Luxray gets the amazing. Very, very solid. These all have great shinies, which helps elevate them to this point as well. I know they may seem a little high, but overall I think that they are well deserved based on just their overall design. Great design. Magnemite, I'm gonna go with really good. I've always been a huge Magnemite fan. And with that being said, Magneton, if one Magnemite's good, then that means that 3 Magnemite is great. So we're gonna give Magneton the amazing, but I think we're gonna have to give Magnezone just the good. I never really liked Magnezone a ton. Like, it's good enough. I thought Magnemite was better, always. It just looks too clunky, I guess I would say. I don't really vibe with the whole spaceship element of it too. Like, it just looks like a flying saucer with magnets hanging out. I don't know how to word it. It's like, if they just like didn't make it magnet related and they just made it a different kind of metal Pokemon, like with the screws hanging out, and maybe they made the magnets to something completely different, I would like Magnezone more, but it just doesn't really fit the Magneton line. Like, that's why I like Sandy Shock so much, because Sandy Shock looks like it came from and belongs to that evolutionary. Like, I would have way less preferred a Paradox Magnezone. So they did a great job. That's why I love Shock so much. You can see like a 1-2 kind of 3 pattern with that there. Plusle and Minim. I never really got to play with these guys. I think they're, what, Gen 3? But I never really got to play with them a ton, but I'm going to give them good. I like their design overall. I like them a lot. I could even be convinced to put them in the bottom of really good. They're a little too copy-y of Pikachu. Like, they're kind of the exact same thing. It's a blue Pikachu and a red Pikachu. Whereas like a lot of like my other favorite ones have like, you know, like Emolga's like a lot different. Dedene's a lot different. Togedemaru a lot different. We have what I like to call Morpeko. Morpeko's good, but to me, less Peko is better. I like less Peko. I know it's hangry mode, but I call this Morpeko, less Peko. More food, less food. I just like the angry one better. I think that its association with Marnie is cool. I also like it just because it fits her style more. Like when she's got the less Peko out, I feel like it's more purple matches. And as also in the TCG, this is like a super busted card, like, or at least it used to be. There was a 50 HP Morpeko that could knock out a 310 HP Mew VMAX and take 3 prize cards with the use of Single Strike Energy, boosting its attack and taking advantage of its super effective Dark versus Psychic matching type matchup. So I like less Peko a little bit more than Morpeko. Pom-Pom Oricorio is hovering between good, could be better, and good. Like, I like Oricorio a lot, but like this one here, like, I don't like the ears. Like, I don't know how to word it. It just doesn't really look right to me. It's missing something. I like Oricorio a lot, but like, where's its wings? How does it fly? It's very, very... All Oricorios are good Oricorios, but still, this one, in my mind, could be better. Could be better. Pachirisu. We'll give him amazing. We'll give Pachirisu amazing. Love Pachirisu. Great shiny. Marissa, that sounds situational, but busted. Yeah, it was exactly that. It was exactly that. Pichu. For me, Pichu, I think, can go also in amazing. Maybe even, like, mid to high amazing. I think somewhere around there. Pichu is probably baby Pokemon done as good as you possibly can ask for. Pichu is so good that it was a formidable Smash Bros. Character when Smash Ultimate first came out. You had to actually... They nerfed Pichu in Smash Ultimate. That's how good of a character Pichu was. It was very, very odd and busted. Pincurchin. I'm gonna give it the... This one's going between like either high of good or low end of really good. I think we'll go high end of good. I like Pincurchin a lot. Very, very slow. Can set electric terrain. Just a cool looking Pokemon. Very kind of like utility based, but cool overall. Raichu. This one may be controversial, folks. This may be controversial, and this may just show how much I love Pikachu and like that line. But Alolan Raichu was perfect, and I think regular Raichu is also perfect for me. I love Raichu. I loved the whole Lieutenant Surge, Pikachu, Raichu like evolution struggle that occurred in the original anime. I just like the color differential. I like how it says its name. It's like Raichu. Like it knows that it's busted. So always liked Raichu. So yes, we do have Pikachu, Alolan Raichu, and regular Raichu all in the perfect tier list. Now this is where it's going to get a little tough here. Regieleki. I'm gonna throw it in perfect. Regieleki's perfect to me. I absolutely love it. I love the way it dances. I love the way that it like kind of kicks up one of its legs each time it's like hopping to make a little electric bolt with its legs. I like the way that whatever you would call its arms, I like how it's like its arms are kind of like fingers or like strands in a way. The same way that when Grimmsnarl gets hit, it kind of like discombobulates. The same thing happens with Regieleki. Like kind of when it attacks, it can kind of like spread apart and the arms kind of turn to hands or strands and jolts, and it just looks very, very cool. Love Regieleki. Now we get to the Rotoms. The Rotoms. I'm gonna have to... tough one here. Tough, like, this is where it gets really, really close and really tough. Like, who do I really like more? Rotom is another one. It's either in bottom of perfect or top of amazing. Like, in this range. Like, I like Rotom a lot. Now, the Rotom variants I don't like quite as much as Rotom itself, but we will go through them in their respective order. Let's go with Rotom Wash first. Rotom Wash is, I think, probably the best one. I mean, I'm biased for competitive reasons, but we're gonna give Rotom Wash the amazing. It's one of the, oh sorry, we have a low keeks nearby, and that's like making that weird noise. But yeah, Rotom Wash is one of the funnier machines to do. A washing machine is just hilarious. So we're gonna give Rotom Wash the amazing. Rotom Freeze, only because I like the purple. I like the purple a lot, so we're gonna give the purple the really good. I like the purple. It's very, very good to me. I've never really used it though. I don't think it has a ton of utility. They all have Levitate, which is great. Just the purple element I think is very, very cool. Rotom Heat, we'll give it the good. We'll give it the good. Same thing with the fan. We're gonna give Fan the good too. We would have actually probably given the Fan could be better, but I was playing on Pokemon Showdown earlier today, and I played against the Rotom Fan, and I saw its animations, and it actually looked very, very cool when it was animated. So I do like Rotom Fan a little more by just seeing the animation. Rotom Mower, either good. Yeah, let's go with good. It's fine. It's fine. It's a little bit, almost could be better. Almost could be, you know what? I'm gonna put it in could be better. I'll put it in could be better. Not the biggest fan. I would have just gone with something different, or like a different design overall. Like, it just doesn't really look like a mower to me. Like, I've never seen a mower with like a back part like that, where you like kind of stand on or something. I don't really know. Stunfisk is another Pokemon that I have no strong opinion on. Tapu Koko. It's perfect. It's perfect. I love it. I don't have a lot of, this is one that I could have easily put no strong opinion on because I have like no experience with with Gen 7, but by just seeing them, I like the Tapus a lot. I don't know why. I think their names are funny. I like the designs a lot. I always like the Hawaiian theme of Gen 7, so I was always partial to the Tapus, so Tapu Koko gets perfection for me. And Electric too. Like, Electric's always been one of my favorite types. Thundurus. Let's give Thundurus both forms we'll give Thundurus Incarnate really good, and we'll give Thundurus Therian good, just because of design. I don't really know what else Thundurus Therian does. Maybe someday we'll bump this up, but I know Incarnate is really good in just general competitive. Got Prankster. I like it. It's been used so far. Togedemaru, one of my favorite Pikachu clones to say. We're gonna give it, we'll bump it up here with all the other ones in the really good top spot. Love it. Xurkitree. Folks, Xurkitree. Once again, I have very little Gen 7 experience, but something about weird electric Pokemon they really do it for me. Xurkitree, also perfect. Also perfect, folks. Wow, this is gonna get crowded here, folks. This is about to get crowded. All right, Yamper. Yamper is gonna go with the good. Yamper's fine for me. I'm not really a corgi guy, so Yamper's cool. Yamper's fine. Zapdos is perfect. In fact, Zapdos is like high perfect. Zapdos is like really perfect. Can't really get too much more perfect than an electric bird like Zapdos. Of course, this is my Gen 1-ness coming through, but Zapdos to me is perfect. Zebstrika is one of my favorite names of all of these, so I'm gonna give it the amazing. Zebstrika is a fantastic name. Electric Zebra just like makes sense too. And yeah, we're gonna get crowded, folks. I think Zekrom has to be perfect. Like, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Like, what more could you ask for in a Pokemon? Like, that's my only question when I'm trying to think of, like, how does it not go in perfect? What more could you ask for in a Pokemon? Zeraora is gonna also go in perfection. Zeraora was the very first Pokemon that I played against when I did my first ranked TCG game. So I remember playing against Zeraora alternate art, and it was a devastating card. Whenever I played Pokemon Unite, I like playing Zeraora. Just looking at it like Zeraora, like the shiny. Zeraora is just a really cool looking Pokemon. I believe it was one of the first, if not the first, electric fighting. So I think Zeraora. And now we're not quite done yet, folks. We will clean up this top 10. Perfect clearly is going to have more than 10 slots, but we'll make top 10 as accurate as possible. Mara said, so what's your reasoning for choosing electric type? Genuine curiosity. It's my either it's my favorite or my second favorite type. I couldn't decide. Today we're doing electric and psychic, which are my two favorite types. All right, so of all these, do I have a favorite? This is where like people ask my favorite Pokemon. It's like it gets really, really hard, and it's near impossible for me to choose. But you know what? I think my favorite's actually exactly where it should be. I think my number one favorite Pokemon is Pikachu, or not a Pokemon. My number one favorite electric Pokemon has to be Pikachu. Like, I just don't see how it could be any other way. I don't see how it could be any other way. Zapdos being number 2 actually looks really good too. I would consider putting. I like Miraidon a lot, like an unreasonable amount. So, like, I would consider putting Miraidon as my number 2. Looking at it, I think we could go something like maybe Miraidon number 3, Raikou number 4. Now, Raichu and Alolan Raichu, where do we fall with these? I think I have to, this is so weird. I think I like Alolan Raichu better than Raichu. I think I really do. I really do. And I think I'm going to leave Raichu itself out of the top 10. But I think Alolan Raichu can definitely be in the top 10. Now, right here, I don't know about right here. Maybe right here. And then maybe put Sandy Shocks right after it. Electros. I don't know if Electros makes it to the top 10. I think it's going to get edged out by maybe like one of the legendaries. Like Zekrom is Zekrom, bro. All right, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We got room for 2 more. We could maybe squeeze Raichu in here. It would just feel a little. We already have the Raichu Pikachu representation though. This is a tough one. I feel like Zeraora is getting in, folks. I feel like Zeraora is getting in, and now I'm searching for my 10th. 10th could be Electros. It could be Regieleki. It could be Tapu Koko. It's probably not. It's not Xurkitree. It's not like Xurkitree. I love and it is perfect, but it's not Xurkitree. It's not gonna be Raichu. It's not gonna be Tapu Koko. I think we're going Regieleki. I think we'll go Regieleki. I think we'll go in that order. We'll go our 10th favorite will be Regieleki. 9th will be Zeraora. 8th will be Zekrom. 7th will be Jolteon. 6th is Sandy Shocks. 5th is Alolan Raichu. 4th is Raikou. 3rd is Miraidon. 2nd is Zapdos. And 1st will be Pikachu. So that's it, folks. That's the first tier list that we've ever done for Pokemon. Thank you all so much for sitting here and chilling with us while we did this. And yeah, we will see you all on the next one.